good day, and great day. Terrific Tuesday is now 222. My favorite numbers, the perfect timing. Today I would like to introduce this video. Excuse me, let me fix that for you guys. I would like to introduce this video to Porshina Patterson. Um, Today I watch her every day, and she does help motivation. She stands up for the men and the mindset of the appreciation of the men, and uh, she helps really a good image for us men that are truly men. So we appreciate that. And um, what made me make this video is because her name is Porshina Patterson. But in the streets, when I was in the streets, um, I always stayed on my P's and Q's, but today we're going to stay on our P's. So, welcome today to Trauma Support Group Management by Mr. Darrell Walker, and I would like to get into the P's. So, if you're not on your A game, be on your P's. Okay? So, that's great. So, Mr. Walker, why are you talking about P's today? Well, I had to pay bills. I had to handle priorities. I had to be persistent. I made a video and it worked out right. So I had to come back and make another video to show my persistence. So I can't talk to y'all, but that's one of the words that we're going to talk about today. So I have 5 P's that I would like to address with you as we move from any level of life: trauma, addiction, bad relationships, abuse, sexual abuse, verbal abuse, whatever abuse that you can name. I have 5 P's that help me come from where I came from, so it can help you as well. The first P is progress. Now, the definition of progress is to move forward, proceed. When you're moving forward, um, it's good to not look back. Like the verse, I don't know why I'm thinking of a verse in the Bible, but when Lot's wife turned back and looked back, she turned to a pillar of salt. A lot of us that are moving in progress, if you're moving forward, you have no time to look back. My eyelash. You have no time to look back. As I'm moving forward in life, there are obstacles and things happening that try to challenge me, but I have to believe in my progress, where I came from. If you remember the videos, I was telling you guys that I didn't have a place to live. I didn't have, you know, uh, clothes on my back and stuff like that. So I was in the pit myself. But today I can stand in front of you and say, hey, I have progressed from my addictions, from my toxic relationships, from my unforgiving heart, and to this platform of in progress. So that's great. I want to continue also share with you that also in progress, it's another definition of that is for you to develop to a higher, better, or more advanced stage. Now, if y'all been rocking with me on these videos, from my first video to maybe this video now, I have seen the practice. I have seen the perfection, and I have seen also the growth with my speaking, my speech pattern. So I would just like to encourage you, ladies and females, that when you're in progress, that you can go to more advanced stages than where you are. You can move to higher levels. You just have to be in progress. So that's the definition of summary on progress. We're going to go to the next word. The next word is persistence. Now, persistence is pretty cool. It's like running. Once you start running, if you're a fast runner like me, it takes some time to slow down. If you're a fast thinker and you're thinking all the time, your mind is persistent a runner. Sometimes when you lay down and go to sleep, or you come down from what you're doing, it takes a minute because your mind is persistently thinking. So I just want to share a definition on that. The definition of persistence is the action or fact or persisting. Now, also there's another aspect of the definition of persistence is the quality of state of being persistent, especially perseverance. So I know it's a lot of P's today, but we got to get up on your P's. So when you're in persistence, like I said, I'm gonna say it again, the quality of state of being persistent, especially perseverance, this is a higher level that we should pursue, because when you're pursuing, you're in motivation, you're in action, you're in motion, and it's hard to stop what you're doing. It's hard to come to a grip or to a halt, because you're so in motion, and things don't stop at a drop of a dime when you're being persistent. When you're being persistent, you have to keep up a certain maintained level of flow. And remember that. I just wanted to share that with you guys, and that's the summary of persistence. Get up on your P's, be on your P's, right? So another P that I would like to talk about today is provision. Now, provision is pretty deep. Some of us that we look for God's provision today. If you pay your rent, if you have gas in your car, let me give you a definition before I go in depth. But the definition of it is the act or providing. So you got to think about it. We got to think God and ourselves for provision, because if you get up and go to work all week, you're providing for yourself. You are your own provision. If you don't have provision, there are homeless shelters that you can look at. If you're having a mental breakdown, there is provision for that. If you have anything, addiction or sexual or abuse, or just even for low self-esteem, there is provision for that. And another, give me another half of provision. I want to give you a secondary um, definition of provision, which is the fact or state of being prepared beforehand. So there's a lot of things in life that we're going through, or some people are about to experience. There is help waiting for you beforehand. Now, the word beforehand, I'm going to give you the definition to that. Beforehand is in anticipation, in advance, or ahead of time. So you got to think about that. If you have expectation, in this provision, you got to look at it that you can have, you can be in expectation. You can see things in advance, and sometimes some of us we can perceive or project or procreate things ahead of time and early of in our provision. We have insight to see how God, or we have prayer where God has given us in our spirit to pray for provision. And I'd like to thank God for his provision, for giving me the knowledge to provide these be on your P's today. So that is a summary of of God's provision. So if God is providing for you, be thankful. If you have a roof over your head, be thankful. If you have a car, be thankful. If you have a job, be thankful. If you have family, be thankful. Be thankful for your provisions, and don't play with it, because it will um, disappear and evaporate and disintegrate, and it'll hurt you to the point that it will penetrate you in your heart, in your mind, and emotions. So be careful. I was trying to find some words for the P, but it just flowed. But let's move on. The fourth P that I have for you today is protection. Now, it's good that that we be aware, but I'm going to give you the definition of protection. Protection, the act of protect, the state of being protected. Also, another definition. Oh no, let me. Okay, I'm going too fast. I'm pretending like I hear y'all. But protection, the act of protect, and the state of being protected. So, when you're in the act of protect, like, okay, I'm finna call the police. You messing with me, right? Or you know what I'm saying? The state of being protected. Okay, you want to play these games? I'm about to call the pack. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, I'm on my piece today. Be on your piece. So, yes, we are being protected by God's protection as well. Um, I just want to encourage you guys, if you are a protector, be careful and protect yourself as well. The other half of protection, other definition of protection is one that protects or superstition or supervision, support of one that is smaller and weaker. So if you're a protector and you're defending people that are powerless, that's great. You're a warrior. Do it in a respectful, healthy manner. I'm not promoting violence. I'm just pushing peace. So that is a definition, a summary of protection. The fifth one I would like to share is practice. Now, when you practice, you carry out or apply. I have been, I've been applying, getting over here every day, pushing myself, um, and I'm carrying out. I feel like I'm carrying out a purpose because these videos will help you if you take time and perceive what I am pushing out in these videos to help you develop a great sense of awareness and perception. I said perception. Right. Also, in practice, is to perform often. Sometimes, anything that you're into or anything that you like doing, you should try performing it more. Very often, sometimes people say I'm funny, but I don't see when I'm funny. I'm just being me, and that's my personality. But that's what I do. That's who I am, I guess. But that's how people perceive me. Right. Um, Another definition of practice is to perform or work at repeatedly. So some things, like I was saying before, oh, that's the same definition, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, you can work at it often, and you can work at it repeatedly. Them are the two um, perceptions of that definition. All right. So the third definition is to become proficient. Proficient is doing. It's nothing wrong with being proficient. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, you know what? I can do this better or I can do that better. Because there have been times where I feel like I'm not doing it good enough and I practice or I replay in my mind my videos or I break down in parts of what I should say and how I should say it. And then I replay it or I cut it and paste it in my mind. I'm being on my P's. Um, and I appreciate sometimes when I do sit back and look at my videos, it does give me a better perception or I perceive myself more average than I do because I want to go high to a higher standard. So that keeps me to keep myself in proficiency. So it's good to be proficient. There's nothing wrong with striving for perfection, but I would encourage everybody not to strive for perfection, to strive for the progress to perfection. Until you perfect what you have or obtain, you just have to practice it and appreciate it and be persistent. The all five P's I'm talking today. So, that being said, I would like to also share my some these five P's have helped me get out of help me with my inner problems and help me change my perception of my thinking, my personal attitude, and my place, people, and things. So I just want to encourage you guys It's not a long video today. I don't know why. I just want to keep moving forward and staying persistent. And I'm glad to provide and let you know that God is protecting you, and that we need to keep practicing with our peace. So today's video is just a partial video, but I encourage you to just continue to keep doing what you're doing. Stay aware, stay prayerful, and be on your P's. And thank you for watching Trauma Support Group Management by Mr. Darrell Walker. And have a pleasant day.